All right, week 3, game 2 review. Dub versus Andy, both of which put up good numbers in the Thursday game. Dub's projections went up, what is that, like 6 points? Uh, I guess they didn't go that crazy. Oh no, 16 points. That is big. 16 points. That could be the difference right off the bat. Sorry I didn't get to this earlier, guys. I just got on. Um, so, going through the rundown, Nick Foles hasn't done anything yet. He's been up and down, putting up points late, putting up points early, being inconsistent, but putting up points. So, I don't know if he'll come close to the 23 points that Matt Ryan put up, but he'll be in the teens at least. Could go higher. Julio Jones put up 32, which is a huge monster. Let's see, he had 161 with 2 TD receptions and 9 receptions. That's a dope game in our league. That's going versus Demaryius Thomas at Seattle. Because of the matchup, I might have called it a wash because I personally think Demaryius is a better wide receiver than Julio Jones. Um, but now that I can see what Julio Jones did, I mean, Demaryius Thomas would have to go off. So you got to give an edge there to Dub. Then Randall Cobb, whom I love at Detroit, hasn't been the same guy, but he's been catching touchdowns. Very odd. He's just in the back of the end zone. It's very Chris Carter like. He's not making crazy plays like he used to, but boom, touchdown in the back of the end zone versus Macklin, whom I don't like at all. I'm kind of fading everybody on the other team. Um, let's see here. Which Bell is this? Le'Veon Bell. We've been talking shit, man. He's been keeping it up, so you can't say shit about him. Versus Alfred Morris is kind of doing the same, but I gotta go with Bell. He's been on fire right now. Ahmad Bradshaw, I'm not huge on, but he's playing Jacksonville with the touches versus Pierre Thomas, New Orleans, playing Minnesota, kind of getting the touches. These are ugly running back twos on both sides. I gotta give the slight edge to Pierre Thomas just because I think he gets the goal line touches. Um, but that's even tricky because I throw it to Graham. It's tough. Pitta, I still think is a bad choice for Dub. He's been riding him, and he had the 2 touchdown game, or no, he's back up at the 2 touchdown game, right? He hasn't. Week 1 he played really well. Week 2 he came back down to earth. I don't think he's going to be that big. Versus Antonio Gates, who has remained the guy. Um, I like Gates in that matchup. And Andre Johnson in the flex versus the Giants. That's a great flex versus Alshon Jeffrey on a Monday night versus the Jets. That's an even better flex. These are two beasts in flex here, but I gotta go with Jeffrey just because the Jets secondary is so bad. Dawson, Vinatieri, both good kickers. New Orleans defense is not very good versus Minnesota, which is also not a very good team. And then Tennessee defense versus at Cincinnati. That's a peculiar pick. Some peculiar picks here. I think just because of the extra 16 points projected by Dub, and I am not a huge fan of Pierre Thomas or Jeremy Maclin, I'm going to have to pick Dub to take this win in week 3.